Hey everyone, welcome back to what should be the final episode of Hill Orc Fighter Beogh, here with Ultraviolent 4. In the last episode we finished clearing out Hells, we picked up our 14th rune, so we only have one final rune to collect, which is the Golden Rune of Zot. Very scary one, it's in the tomb. Before we go to tomb though, I have to respond to some baseless accusations that are being leveled against me. They concern Bloodwig's death in the last episode. So, a number of you have been claiming that I missed Bloodwig's corpse when he died. You're wrong. It was intentional. Here's the thing. You can't expect me to love all of the Orc followers unconditionally. You don't know what Bloodwig was like, and let me tell you, he was annoying. He's always complaining. Things like, Ultra please, I don't want to walk around in the fire hell without any shoes on. My feet are burning. Or, hey, how come you never brought any water with us when it's literally 1,000,000 degrees here? Or, why are we even trying to get this Orbazor anyway? Stuff like that. It was incessant. Let me tell you. So I'm sorry, Bloodwig, but I'm not sorry. Alright, well, we've also got to fix our gear. Let me turn off number lock. There we go. I also need to find an exit. Where's an exit out of here? Alright, good. Alright, so things we want to do. I want to change from the Shield of Ignorance. I want to cast off that ignorance. We don't look like a Golden Saint anymore, so the gold on the shield doesn't matter. We're going to go to the large Shield of Protection. We don't care about the RN anymore on the Shield of Ignorance because we have infinite RN already when we're in Lich form. And the -4 int is just hurting our spellcasting. So this gives us our int back. We get a little bit of extra AC because this is a Shield of Protection. And then we're losing some shield, but not a huge amount. We have a spectator recording. Yep. Got a few more to get. We're going to end up with a +6 large shield, I think. They can go up to 8 max. But the Shield of Ignorance was +10, so it's not a huge deal. I mean, when you've got over 30 shield, the difference between 33 shield and 35 shield is not huge. And then we're going to change our rings. We don't really care about our elect in Tomb, so I want to go back to our +5 slaying ring. And I guess we don't care too much about fire or even really cold in Tomb. Most of the damage comes from either Torment or from Smite. I mean, they can summon fire demons, so maybe I was just thinking we could take this protection from firing off and we could be vulnerable to fire, but I'm not sure that that's wise. Maybe it would be better to be in Fire Dragon scales. Let's have a look. Wait, before I do that, did I get all the enchant armors? Yes, okay. It is a +6 large shield. Right, good. Because maybe this is the better way to go. If we put this on, well, we're vulnerable to cold, but when we become a lich, we're no longer. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't good either. Yeah, okay. I think what we'll just do is we'll wear the Ice Dragon scales. It has better protection, than the Fire Dragon does. 43 AC with this on versus 41. It's because it has an extra base AC. And we'll just keep wearing the protection from firing. What we would do otherwise is probably the +6 ring of protection, but AC isn't really that important in Tomb either. Alright, this is quite a funky looking shield, by the way. I like how the colors match Lich Form pretty well, I think. So I'm happy with our style choices here. Let's go to Tomb. If I can find it in the list. It's under W. W for Tomb. Alright, so things that you need. If you don't have Lich Form, you want to get as much RN as possible. Yeah, okay, right, our MR is scary, but I forgot that we get a third point when we go into Lich Form. Okay, so you want as much RN as possible. Something that makes you resistant to Torment, like Statue Form, is really good. Or for us, Necromutation, to be immune to it. That's probably the main thing you want. You also want to have our Poison, which we don't have. Oh boy. And we don't even have it on a ring. Okay, well that's a worry. Wait, no, what am I talking about? We've become immune to Poison in Lich Form. I've lost my mind. Okay, the reason you want our Poison is because you have Clouds of Miasma in here, and without it you get very poisoned very, very quickly. But we're okay. It's alright. Digging is good. The ability to use Shatter is very useful because you can skip large parts of it. We do have Shatter, but I think I decided I want to show you doing it the full way. If you're doing it quote unquote correctly, as it was designed to be done. And then finally, if you're not Beogh, having Immolation Scrolls is very useful because you can blow up all the mummies. And finally, other ways that you could do this without having Necromutation. Silence is extremely good against greater mummies because unlike demons, mummies can't cast when they're silenced. Summon Mana Vipers is very good as well because it will anti-magic bite them and prevent them from casting. Alright, well let's do it. See, here's a Sharpty. These guys, you have to be worried about them for two reasons. The first is they have Miasma, so that's one. But then if you become undead, they have Dispel Undead. So it's not as scary as it is on, say, a Titsumul, because their Dispel Undead is significantly weaker. But it's something that you should always respect, because it's always going to hurt. Looks like we can cast our spells pretty reliably even without the wizardry now. 9% on Infestation and 14 on Necromutation. It's because we got the extra int back, and we've also been training. Speaking of which, yeah, we're going to stop Necro and Transmutations pretty soon, and I guess we'll just go back to dodging. Yeah, that works. I think we've got enough spellcasting. I'm going to turn that off now. If I can get out of the skill target menu. Alright, good. So, Infest. Get some scarabs. We're just going to wait for Beogh to give us some orcs. We've got 5 scrolls of magic mapping, so we can just map every floor. Alright. So the way that this works is, on Tomb 1, you always start off away from the entrance. So you explore around this bit, you come in the main entrance, and you get a bunch of mummies in here. The thing to note is that before you meet the greater mummies, you're going to meet a whole team of sphinxes, and they have smite. Can't miss, ignores your AC, so it doesn't matter how tanky you are. If you try to fight a whole bunch of sphinxes at once, you're going to have a rough time. So my tip is to, when you're coming up here, stay next to this wall or the outside walls because they're diggable. So you can make kill holes. Alright, Mummy Priest. So these guys, they're not as scary as a greater mummy, but they're still pretty scary, especially if you're vulnerable to torment, because they torment you, they also smite you, and they also make demons. Here's a question that I'm curious to know. Can you infest death scarabs with death scarabs? Let's find out. You can, right? Yeah, you can. That's amazing. Okay, and we got a gift of orcs. Yo, dog, I heard you like death scarabs. So put scarabs in your scarabs so you can scarab all your scarab. That's pretty funny. Alright, we're going to be getting hit with death curses here. So if you do have a low stat, you need to be a bit careful of it. Dex 8 I'm not too worried about. If it gets dropped from there though, maybe I should be. Do any of our orcs are named 1 Auric? Let's give Auric, you can have this +4 Bardish. Sense an unholy aura. Going death themed. The problem is, all this stuff is not going to fit inside a kill hole. Alright, so maybe we will just run at the Sphinxes, because if we have 9 death scarabs, we're going to kill them pretty quickly. But let's say we didn't, we were going to fight them. What you do is you dig one corridor like that, and then you dig back the other way. And there's now a dig targeter. This is amazing. No more counting how many tiles you do. Anyway, so you'd stand in here and you'd fight one Sphinx at a time. But not us. We're not afraid. These Guardian Mummies don't have any spells, they just hit for 30. So by the time you're doing your 15th rune, you're not really afraid of those guys. Where are the Sphinxes at? Here they are. Alright, so we're running in. You see there's a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Let's infest some. Oh. What happened there? We got paralyzed. How do we get paralyzed? Because we can move again at the end, but what paralyzed us? I don't know. Is there a Zot trap somewhere? No. Oh right. No, I know. The Sphinx paralyzed us. With a 6% chance, I'm assuming. Actually, we can have a look. Question mark and colon. Paralyzed by a Sphinx for 6 turns. Okay, yep. Alright, that makes sense. So Sphinx just got super lucky with the paralysis there. So I'm glad I had this massive team of scarabs and orcs here, because if we had just been paralyzed for 6 turns and it was just those 7 Sphinxes there, we would have been in trouble. Oh boy. That was certainly interesting. Alright, we're slowed. I'm going to go around the outside and do the rest of that before we head into the middle. I was trying to get all of those skulls bunched up to infest, but our scarabs were actually just too quick in killing them. So, oh right, we're out of lich form. Let's get back in. So we're not getting hit by the miasma. We can very easily keep scarabs between us and any sharpties for Dispel Undead when we've got this many. Yeah. I leave them alive for 1 turn and they just die. I actually don't even get to attack. The scarabs are too strong. The spell is nuts, by the way. So in case you hadn't noticed already. Infestation, crazy. Right, so we've got 16 of them. Let's quickly run back around and do the middle bit where we had the death scarabs. So again, if you were vulnerable to being tormented, you'd open this door and you just run back to your kill hole that you would have made up here. But we can't be tormented. Although in saying that, I probably should dig a kill hole anyway. Just in case. I can imagine needing it. Crazier things have happened. Alright, so we've got it there ready. We've got 61 digging, so we're not really worried about running out. And then let's run in. We've only got 5 death scarabs now. Alright. I'm going to save my mana, not to make 1. Okay, here's an ancient lich. It's a 14% chance to paralyze us. That's okay. We've got all this other stuff. Wait, that's a bunch of liches. Okay. Let's infest them all. Yeah, our damage output is nuts. One of the death scarabs was devoured by a Terran reality. Our first greater mummy, the red one. Anytime you see those, you should be afraid. They smite, they summon lots and lots of demons or undead, or sometimes even emperor scorpions. They abjure your stuff. Can they abjure death scarabs? I don't actually know. I guess there's no reason why they couldn't. I'm not actually sure. They can make their own death scarabs too, so there's that. Alright, our orcs are gonna get hurt by torment. There's not much that can be done about it. And also, they're dying to this summon stuff. I'm gonna smite the greater mummy. Apparently he's really tanky. They are really tanky, just generally. They have a lot of AC, they have a lot of HP. We need to enable at least one skill, apparently. Let's just turn dodging on for the rest of the game. We could do... It basically doesn't matter too much what we do at this point. We could train evocations, we could train stealth. These things don't really matter, we'll just train dodging. And yeah, a bunch of our orcs went down. We've still got Auric. Let's see. Okay, there's a corpse there, 2 corpses there. If I'm gonna resurrect one, I'm gonna pick the guy who's got the plate armor and the arbalist, rather than this one who's just got a short sword. Alright, so our Orc Knight's back to life. He wasn't annoying. Not like Bloodwig. I'm gonna stay as a lich. We get slowed. Still picking up bolts. I can't remember the last time I've even used the hand crossbow. Part of that is because it's pretty hard with the death scarabs because they're really fast. They just get in the way. But also, we just don't really need it. Ring of Evasion. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's a +6 Ring of Evasion. +5. Alright, well we're carrying around a +6 Ring of Protection. Probably +5 Evasion is more valuable if I was ever going to pick one of those two. But I'm not. Not now anyway. Will not be vulnerable to fire. Oh, okay. Auto Explore brought me to look at this corner. That was very clever of it. Why did he do that? Now it's bringing us into our kill hole. Why is it not just exploring the inside bit? The algorithms. What is your problem? Stepping out of vision there to get a turn to wield our staff and cast Necromutation. Sorry, I lost my mind there. I got completely distracted by this Bennu because something you need to know. I don't know if it's even obvious here. Sunbird, no. Here, okay, it's kind of hidden, but basically they have holy branded attacks. Here, they deal extra damage to undead and demons. So if you are undead, you need to be quite wary of Bennus because you're going to take extra damage from them. They're already really fast here, very fast. They already hit pretty hard, so they can peck for 24. then 27, then the holy damage. They make an explosion when they die, and you have to kill them a second time. So if you don't watch out, these guys are actually quite scary as an undead. Fortunately, we've got a lot of shield skill. Actually, is he going to explode a second time? I don't remember if they do. Let's find out. Our orc might die here. Yeah, they do. Okay, our orc died. That was actually kind of mean. I should have just cheated him away. Okay, well, he's got a corpse, so... well, if we can get to 6 piety, I'll get him back up. That's really my bad. We're lagging out here too. Game is punishing us for that. Okay, I feel bad for that one. That was not his fault at all. We have made it to 6 piety though. Okay, so we can get him back up. If our game responds. Come on, game. Here's another one. Alright, so... Well, I want to retreat the orcs away, but I don't want to retreat the scarabs. Can I do that? Not really. Alright. Well, I need to say retreat. Otherwise, Auric is going to get killed by this Bennu. There we go. Let's get up this orc. Didn't miss it. I can see there it clearly says an orc corpse. We're gonna heal up. Okay, and that's Tomb 1 done if you're doing this the standard way. So, man, this game really is laggy. So you can see that there are these corridors that we haven't explored yet. So the way that tomb layout goes like this. We come in here, you see we've found this one hatch down. It's going to take us into the middle of Tomb 2, what I believe is now called the Tomb 2 ambush. It's kind of like vaults where you're in the middle and mummies run in at you from every side. Once upon a time you could just stair dance, but now that everything's a hatch, you can't. You've got to run or blink or passage or Galubria back to the hatch up. So what you can do instead, you used to be able to do it with Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, not anymore. Now you need Shatter, but you can blow these outside walls open and you can skip that, because once you've done the ambush of Tomb 2, you come up into these hallways, you fight from one side all the way around, so you do the little spiral, you go all the way around over to the other side, and then when you go down that hatch, you end up in the outside rooms of Tomb 2. And from there, it's when you go down to Tomb 3. So if you can blow open walls, you can skip the whole ambush bit, you can effectively skip this whole corridor bit, and you can go straight down to the outside chambers of Tomb 2. So we could have trained more Earth Magic for Shatter, but I was going to show you how you deal with the ambush. The way that you tell which one it is, so some of these map layouts you can't, it's purely a 50-50 guess, but in this one you can. So this is going to be where you come up into the Tomb 2 corridor, and the other side is where you're going to go down. The reason I know that is because when you first come up from Tomb 2, there usually isn't a hatch back down in sight. So you come up here, you have to fight some mummies, and you have to fight your way to that hatch. So because that's not at the beginning, and this one, if you came up here, would be at the beginning, I know that this is actually the end. So if we were blowing it open, we'd blow open this corner here, and then we could just go straight down. But we're not going to do that. We're going to do the ambush. So there are multiple ways you can do it. I don't recommend that you just go downstairs. Maybe we could. I'm also not going to bring these orcs down to the ambush because I'm planning on teleporting. So I'm going to tell them to guard here. A spear came out and hit the scarab. Interesting. So they're doing some trap minesweeping here. Alright. So teleport is a good way to do it. If you can manage to teleport into the outer rooms. So, well, you'll see it in a sec, it will make more sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff up first before we become a lich, because then we can't drink. So we're going to go Agi. We may as well just use all our buffs here because it's our last rune. When else are we going to need them? We'll go Might, we'll go Haste, and then we'll become Undead. So we've still got our buffs. It's not like regeneration where we lose it if we become undead. Alright, and then the first thing I'm going to do is read a teleport scroll. Oh yeah, another thing, if you have lots and lots of teleport scrolls like we do, we have 32, you could just start reading them here on Tomb 1 and hope that you land in this corridor. I'm not a big proponent of doing that. I don't recommend it because this corridor is filled with greater mummies. So you can land just in the middle of them and suddenly it's not going to be fun. Potentially. I mean, you might get lucky, but yeah, the chances of that being ugly are pretty high. And that's if you even get in there. You can see just by area, most of the time you're going to land outside of that hallway. Alright, so we might Agi, we're hasted. I'm going to read a teleport scroll. And then we're going to go downstairs. Alright, here's Mara, so that's great. Just before it kicks in, actually, we're not vulnerable to fire, so that's good. But we don't have any RF, so Mara does quite a lot of fire damage with bolts of fire, particularly if he splits into his triple. So that's a bit of a worry. Okay, well anyway, we're waiting for our teleport to kick in, so the first thing I'm going to do is to read a magic mapping scroll. And that's then going to show us where our hatch back up is. So it's on the left there. So one thing I could have done here is, rather than read the teleport, I could have come downstairs, read the magic mapping, and then done a passage of Galubria up to that stair, and then tried to fight on it. That was possible too. But so with that teleport, we're trying to get into the outside rooms that are part of this bit. So think back to when I said, well, we can see it. So there are outside rooms that are connected to this and outside rooms that are connected to the hallway once you finished it so that you can go down to Tomb 3. Let's find a door from out of here. Okay, yep. So say this door here on the right, that room is going to be connected to the hatch up, which goes to the hallway. Whereas this hatch down, that's part of the bit going to Tomb 3. So that's not connected to this room here. So it is possible with a teleport that we might land in that disconnected bit, in which case you're lucky you skipped this ambush and the hallway. But what I'm trying to go for here is that we'll land in one of the connected rooms, and then we can just fight this stuff, but in one of those rooms. So we'll see. Grab the equipment. Oh yeah, right, bolt of fire really hurts. Okay, well that's our teleport. We did exactly that. So first go, we landed in this room here. This is much better. So the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read a scroll of fog. So now, oh no, there's a Zot trap here. Oh god, okay. Well, there's not much I can do about this, but this is extremely scary because all these baddie death scarabs are going to trigger it over and over again. Alright, well, let's infest them. We failed. Alright, there we go. Alright. And apparently nothing in this room has even seen us. But this is very frightening because of the Zot trap. So I'm kind of... Oh, here's Khufu as well. Khufu, a scary greater mummy. Basically just more HP and high hit dice than a regular greater mummy. And also this special spell at the end here, Tomb. So when Khufu is nearly dead, he can summon walls around himself, in which case you need to dig into them. Okay, well I'm going to step back around the corner. It looks like our allied death scarabs are avoiding the Zot trap, which is good. I'm also going to see if we can extend our transformation, because I don't want this to run out. I particularly don't want to get paralyzed by the Zot trap, and as that happens, our Lich form runs out, and then we just get tormented to death. Oh yeah, here's Mara. Okay. Well. Alright, well this is going to be fun. I think we actually need a teleport. This is way too dangerous. It's the Zot trap. Basically everything went perfect in terms of teleporting into the room, making our fog, and then we would just fight in here. But this Zot trap makes this so dangerous. We can be paralyzed. We don't really care about banish at this point. But it can make shadow creatures, which is going to be a bunch of other mummies and stuff. So I'm just going to teleport. Way too scary. And I was going to say, hopefully we end up in another room. We didn't. What we can do though is just start heading towards one of the other rooms. So I'm going to go to the right because all the monsters are already on the left. Send a passage of Galubria down there. And we'll get in this room. There's another Zot trap here. Oh man. Alright, so this room doesn't make our situation too much better. We got a gift of orcs. Yeah, no, this is too dangerous. If we get paralyzed here, we're in so much trouble. So what I'm going to do actually is... Wait, no, this stairway up is going to go into the hallway. Do we keep teleporting? No, it's probably okay. If we fight in this room so that we can't see that Zot trap, this is probably okay. Oh yeah. Dispel Undead hurts. I mean, we knew that, but yeah, it really hurts. We've got a brief period here where I'm thinking we could quickly jump out of Lich form because we can't see any mummies. We could quaff a haste again, and we might quaff some heal wounds and stuff. Because these mummies we can see, they don't have torment, so I'm going to do that. End our transformation. We're back to life. I'm going to quaff a haste. I'm going to quaff a potion of magic just to get our MP back up, and then quaff some heal wounds. 2, 3. No, let's go again. No, this is fine. Okay, and then back into undead form. Okay. Those orcs that were out there, they're probably... Oh, he's still alive. He's still fighting. Problem is, in order to run out and save him, we're fighting in view of the Zot trap again. Okay, get in the room, retreat back, Operation Saving Arbolt. Get back, Arbolt, please. Alright, this works. Alright, let's smite this greater mummy. Arbolt is very brave. I can't believe he survived that long out there. It is 3 Maras, so I don't know that this is necessarily the real Mara. Oh no, Arbolt got petrified. Okay. It turns out that was the real Mara. Okay, that's alright. Well, let's keep smiting. So he would have been petrified by the Zot trap, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the Lich could have got him too. They have petrify. Alright, well we can't get around him while he's petrified. Apparently we can. Oh, he's petrifying. Okay, so he's not there yet. Our Death Scarab is petrified though. Well, let's get out of the view of the Zot trap again. we saved Arbolt for the moment, but we're out of magic points again, which really makes me think, I really hope we don't run out of our Lich form. And there it is, our transformation is almost over. Alright, well let's quickly get magic again, because we know there are a bunch of greater mummies coming. Come on, Arbor, get back. You're crazy, dude. I'll retreat him back. Let's call off magic again. We've lost our haste and our might and everything, but well, I guess we may as well. We've only got 2 might, 5 haste. We'll haste, and then we'll go undead again. Alright, and now we should be fine. We're in this room. We've got Arbor definitely alive. We're not right next to a Zot trap. Let's not run in there again. Actually, why don't... Oh no, we ran out of 5 piety. Never mind, we did a bunch of smites. I should have given Arbor a weapon, because he could have had a polearm during this. I don't know, I just keep rolling the dice on this Zot trap. You feel yourself slowed down? Oh, that was just our haste. Okay, that's alright. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Oh! Here's a net trap. Okay, so what we can do is walk into it. Okay, either we disarm it and we just pick up the net, or if we get caught in the net, then we can blink out of it. Nice, so we now have a net. Oh yeah, here's Khufu. Alright. What am I doing? We need to be undead. Oh god, that was stupid. Alright, Arbor is a warlord. As soon as we get 5 pips of piety, we'll give him a polearm. Alright, I don't believe that he survived there. Very, very brave, where he was fighting out with the Zot trap just on his own. We have a scroll of acquirement. What do we want? We still just have a plain +2 helmet. For a 15 rune character, that's kind of upsetting. Let's go armor. A glowing scarf. No, I don't want spirit shield. Enchant weapon. Well, we're gonna give Arbor the glaive of protection. Let's enchant it for him. It's +3 now. Alright. So that's this first bit. I guess we'll take him with us, maybe, to the outside corridor. I could go get the other orcs too. We could have the whole group of them. Maybe that's the play. Actually, maybe because Arbor's a warlord, we should just take Auric. Yeah, okay. We'll train Auric. Training orcs in tomb. Question mark. Alright, so this is gonna be our hatch up. As I said before, you're gonna have to fight your way to get to the hatch back down. Another way to potentially skip stuff, so these are all the outside bits of the room that are after the hallway. If you have lots and lots of scrolls of teleportation, you can just sit in this room reading them and hope you land out here, and you'll again skip the hallway. But we're gonna do it all. Really go through. Yup. Okay. And you see, this is why we wanted to be in Lich form immediately, because we're immediately going to meet some greater mummies. You can safely teleport out of this bit, and by safely I mean safely most of the time, because you're going to land outside. So, I don't know, if you came up here and you were unprepared, I need to get him away from this wolf spider simulacrum, because he's getting owned by it. Okay, more greater mummies, and more greater mummies, and more greater mummies. Okay. I need to I need to kill this Soul Eater because he's going to kill our friend here, Oric. So as much as I wanted 5 pips of piety, we needed to smite there. Our Lich form just ran out. Oh no, we miscast it. Let's go again. Fortunately, we didn't get tormented there. Alright, good. The Soul Eater is going to kill him again. I don't know if we can save him. I'll start smiting. Alright, got him. Oh, they made a new Soul Eater. That's not fair. Oh, that is not fair! Oh, it is unfair. Oh dear, okay, well, we didn't get a corpse and we can't save him anyway, Oric, because we've only got 3 piety at the moment. So he gets an F. A respect paying F. But that feels really unfair. Because we worked really hard to keep him alive there, and then on the final mummy, as a death curse, made another Soul Eater, which then hit him with the Drain Life. That is rough. Alright, well let's rest up. The interesting thing to note here is that we have another Orc follower on this floor, so it means even though we're on the inside of the hallway, Beogh isn't going to gift us more Orcs. So we need to bring our Orc down. So I tell Arbot to follow us. Oh, we have another Orc Knight. But in any case, I tell them both to follow us down to Tomb 2. We can take the unnamed guy up. Maybe he'll be luckier than Oric was. Man, that sucked. Alright, so the way that you do this hallway, it's going to be absolutely packed full of these greater mummies. Don't just charge at them, because everyone that you find probably has a whole bunch sitting behind them. So back up. A good way to do it is with Passage of Galubria. If you're more susceptible to torment, you see one of the mummies, you Passage of Galubria back, you get out of sight, and you run all the way back to the last corner that you saw. It's not going to work without Orcs either. So say we were doing it here. We wanted to get back around the corner. I'd put down a passage like this. We'd jump in it and we'd be back here. And then we'd step back and we'd be limiting our line of sight. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? I just got our Orc killed. Oh man, that's my fault too. That's the second time. This is the same guy that I just killed with science. With the Bennu. Oh man, okay. Well, I'm not doing it intentionally this time. I've just been a very bad messiah so far. Can't blame me for Oric, that one wasn't fair. But that one just there, totally my fault. Showing off Passage of Galubria leaves him. Works better for this one, for instance, where you have to run back a really long way to get to this corner. So you put down your passage, you jump back, you recast your Necromutation just to make sure it doesn't run out, and then you can fight back here, and it's a lot safer. Guess we may as well make a Scarab. It's not going to work on the summons, just on the actual mummy itself. Okay, so we got one. He had a Scroll of Immolation. You can yell to pretty great effect here in Tomb. It's a very quiet branch, so your yells will attract mummies. Just run back. Transformation's nearly run out. I'll cast it again. I guess we may as well just do it with Wizardry on. I'm being lazy not to. Ooh, this is good. Alright, we got a new Scarab army. Who needs Orcs? Interesting. Could step on an alarm trap. Okay, well, Death Scarab did not care. He just stepped on it. So we talking about yelling and making a lot of noise. We just effectively did it there. So the mummies will be running. I'm running at them. It's probably not wise. But we've got this team of Death Scarabs, and we just made all this noise, so I know they're coming. Good. Transformation's almost over. We don't want that. Do we get it? You extend, yep. Alright. Much less scary when you're immune to torment. Okay. Let's not charge at this guy. There's something funny about Death Scarab giving you more Death Scarabs. Like this, here we go. I wish they exploded open, that would be even funnier. The Death Scarab explodes open, it reveals more Death Scarabs. Just Death Scarabs all the way down. So we're going to be going down to the outer chamber, the disconnected part of Tomb 2. This bit is not scary. You might get a few random mummies in here, but you're not going to have the huge crowds like with the ambush vault. A lich comes into view. Alright, so you get several choices of hatches down when you're going to do Tomb 3. Whoops. Okay, good. Miscasting Necromutation with a lich being around is scary because we don't have enough MR otherwise. Scale Mail of Inquiry. I don't know how I feel about Inquiry anymore. It's gotten one orc in particular killed multiple times. But there's no real difference in which hatch you take down, except that there might be traps around one. So say there was a Zot trap here, I'd go pick the other one. Alright, so these are hatches again. You want to be buffed up before you go down to Tomb 3, because much like Tomb 2, you're not getting up very easily. So let's quaff Haste. We're going to quaff Might, Agi. I mean, we may as well quaff one of our 14 Brilliance, so we know that we're definitely not going to fail our Necromutation. I don't even need Wizardry on. And then let's cast that. So we're fully buffed up. So what happens here is, well, we can magic map to have a look, but you land in the uterus here. Well, this isn't the uterus, but anyway. So you land in the middle here. This whole area is going to be full of mummies, and you'll notice that there are two doors going into these side chambers. In each side chamber is going to be where the hatches back up are. So before you get completely overrun with mummies and you get pinned down, stuck in the middle here, you want to get into one of the side chambers as quickly as possible. We're hasted, so we could just run. If we had something like Control Blink, we could blink. I mean, we have 6 scrolls of blinking, so we could do that. But what I'll actually do is just cast a Passage of Galubria over there. Oh boy. 4 you sharp these, so that's a bunch of whatever that thing is called, Dispel Undead coming at us. Okay, So what you can do is, now you're in the room, if you want to stay here and fight, you can read a scroll of fog and you can just begin fighting. And then if things are going bad, you go back up the hatch here. You can reset and try again. The other option is you can fog, you can actually fight on the hatch up. If you're lucky, you pick the chamber that has the ziggurat figurine in it. I think we did not get it. I don't like this Zot trap either. We did get the zig fig. Okay, so if you can get this, get it, because it's an extremely powerful and consistent escape. It takes 2 turns. The first one you evoke it, on your tile it puts down an entrance to a ziggurat. It takes you a second turn to then go into it, but no monsters can follow you. And it's possible to get unlucky, but probably if you're running from a life or death situation, the average Zig 1 floor is going to be safer than what you were just running from. So I'm going to import that to us. Okay, I think we have to make space though. We got to drop something. Let's drop the bardiche for the moment. Pick up the zig fig. Alright, I'm going to read the scroll of fog. I'm going to stand on the stairs here and fight. So we can't even see the Zot trap right now. I should be infesting this stuff. Oh boy. Okay, we can see the Zot trap, so we could get paralyzed here. Very scary. Really not having a good time with Zot traps in Tomb. Will we keep fighting? We're on the stair, so I'm going to extend our duration. Did we fail it? You failed. Let's go again. Do we get it? Okay, we got it that time. So with a brand new... it's too dangerous. Yeah, no, I don't like this Zot trap. If we get paralyzed here, it's really bad. Good old traps. Alright, so we're gonna go again. Let's quaff our stuff again. So we're gonna go Agi. Only 2 might. We'll quaff it. We want to go Brilliance and Haste. And now, when you come down the second time, you've already sort of potentially awoken a lot of the floor. So it might be the case where you come down here and you sort of already pinned in. In that case, you might need to control blink, like with a scroll of blinking towards this other door. But we're okay, I think. Yeah, we'll quickly jump on that passage. What silenced us here? Was that a Zot trap again? The power of Zot is invoked against you. So, that's amazing. Actually, this is kind of good because the mummies that are in it can't cast their spells, but it also is bad because we're going to be fighting to the death. So the Zot trap over there, one of the things stepped on it, we got silenced. If you could quaff potions, we really need to fight our way over to that hatch out. Okay, feel a bit better now. But if you can quaff potions, you can cancellation this off. We're still silenced. Oh man, Zot traps. Let's not get pinned to that wall while we're still silenced. I'm going to read a scroll of fog just here. I'm going to fight on the stairs again. And this time it's safer because no Zot trap. So we can just fight here. And if we start dying, we just go back upstairs. And also, I mean, we have our Zig Fig. So that was, if we were really in trouble with the silence just then, I should not have walked off the stairs. That was dumb. We could have always done our Zig Fig to escape. Get rid of the silence. Come back. Is there another Zot trap here? Did I just see a Zot trap, or am I now hallucinating? No, okay. Become extremely paranoid. We're getting pretty hurt now. Yeah, we've got a bunch of Sharpties still here who are all going to have Dispel Undead. So at this point we're below half HP. I'm going to go back upstairs. We're going to reset. Alright, good. So, only 2 haste. I think I would like to save them. I mean, no, probably not. We're not afraid of Zot at this point. We're also not afraid of the Orbron. How many Panelons have we killed? Well, I could look it up, but it was a rhetorical question. So we're gonna go again. I'm gonna save the Might though. But let's go Agility, Brilliance, and Haste. We go Lich Form. Okay. At this point, we could probably just start fighting here. And if we start dying, I'm just going to read a scroll of blinking and blink into, say, one of the rooms, and then we'll just go back upstairs. Oh wow, okay, we got a gift of orcs. I can't imagine them living here, but maybe. They're going to get tormented a lot, but also, as we kill stuff, Beogh is going to be healing them. Let's put down a infestation. We feel ourselves slow down. One orc down. Oh man, so many Sharpties. And that was a... Oh, there's another Zot trap here. Okay, I was gonna say that's a Bennu, but I didn't see a Bennu. Alright, other orc down. Alright, we've got a tornado Zot happening here. Doing like this. Alright, we're dropping low again. I'm gonna do one more swing to kill... No, we didn't even kill it. Okay. Well, I don't like this. So rather than drop any lower, we're gonna read Scroll of Blinking. We're gonna blink back through. And we're gonna go up and... Well, as we're waiting, how about we shoot some crossbow bolts at this greater mummy? Yeah, let's not. I don't want to lose any more HP. Alright, so those brave orcs are trying to fight Tomb 3 with us. Yeah, that was always going to be hard for them. At this point, I feel like we've cleared most of the floor down there, so I'm not going to buff up anymore. We're just going to Lich Form. Oh hey, we got a new orc. Alright. Okay, he gets one shot by a Drain Life. He has his soul is eaten. He goes down. We are dispelled. I think we've more or less done this, so we can run around, grab all the loot. That's a very mediocre chainmail. Is this another octopus ring? I think it is. It is, another octopus king ring. MP plus 9 ring, not too interested in that. But the thing is, there's no octopus trident, right? No, okay. Well, if you had the octopus trident, you could get extra slaying out of both of those rings. It's pretty funny. At this point, I don't know why I'm picking up gold. We have 7,000 of it. We convulse. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, right, Revenants also have Dispel Undead. Okay, so this is scary. We've got a Bennu with his holy attacks. A Sharptie down there with Dispel Undead. And a Revenant here with Dispel Undead. That's a lot of Dispel Undeading. I'm going to smite the Revenant and then run back to the stairs. And let's take this greater mummy up and we'll heal. Good. And surely this time it feels like multiple times we've cleared this, but more keeps streaming in. Yeah, they're still coming. I don't want to fight the greater mummy in vision of that Zot trap. Even if he doesn't step on it, he might summon a bunch of things and they can all invoke the power of Zot against us. Let's get our Bardish back. Apparently we can't. +4 Ring of Int we can drop. Actually, we have not used this Wand of Acid in God knows how long. A Manual of Slings. No thank you. And an Artifact Sling. Pretty good one, but no, we don't need it. Fine Hand Crossbow. +8 Hand Crossbow of Speed with RLAC and RC++ on it. You know what? I might prefer this to get RLAC than the ring that we have. Not really, no. I think the Alec crossbow is still probably better because speed on a relatively low base damage weapon isn't so exciting. But it's funny. Finding all this good gear here right as we're going to end the game. There's another Zot trap in here. Oh, and another one there. Okay, we'll apport the gold off it. Fortunately, when we're in this room, we can't really avoid Zot traps. They're just everywhere. Yep. Oh, an artifact helmet. Okay, a +3 helmet of RN and Stealth Plus. That's better than our plain +2 helmet. So we're really upgrading our gear here. I'd like to see the tile, please. Okay, that's a pretty cool helmet. Enchant Armor Scroll. I don't know. Do we want an extra point of shield or an extra point of invis? It's kind of amazing to me. Sorry, an extra point of AC on the invis cloak. It's kind of amazing to me that we've never found a cloak of magic resistance here after 15 runes. A full set. But it can happen. Alright, so 15 runes. Time to do Zot. So we've cleared most of Zot 5. I think what we want to do is, well, first of all, I think we go into Fire Dragon Scales to do Zot. Well, actually, no, we don't. We actually don't care about casting Necromutation anymore. I think what we actually do is go back to our Dragon Scales. Game's struggling to path out of here. Yeah, there we go. That's not right. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm trying to go to our waypoint. Not here. There we go. Okay. So let's ditch the Ice Dragon Scales and the Fire Dragon Scales. We'll get our +12 Gold Dragon. We'll become fully tanky again. We can probably almost cast Necromutation even in this now. 21% chance to fail. So we can. Or maybe not. Okay, the game is calling me a liar. Wow. 21% fails in a row. There we go. Okay, there you go. Necromutation in a Gold Dragon Scales. The The wonders of a 15 rune game where you can do anything you want. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just keep scumming Pan and Abyss forever. You could get your Necromancy and your Transmutations up to 27, and then you'd have no problem at all. Alright, well this is cool, so maybe we will keep doing that then. We can be a Lich. We need to train something. So we'll go Spellcasting, Necromancy, and Transmutations. Who cares about dodging? We're back in our heavy armor. Alright. Well, that takes care of a lot of our stuff. We can get rid of the protection from firing. We can put on +5 evasion. And we are tanky. 63 AC, 21 evasion, and 32 shield. Immune to torment, negative energy, and poison. No RLX though, but we can get that from a ring. Alright. Okay, let's go do the final bit of Zot 5. So I'm being triggered by our HP at the moment, but we can't quaff potions. But let's go to Zot 5. So I think what we do here is we do one last hurrah with all our orcs. We should do a roll call first. We can do it in Zot 5. No. We'll do a roll call. We'll see if anyone needs anything before we do one last hurrah in Zot. Believe it or not, we need to actually do it in Hell because we need all this room to call everyone in. Alright, everyone get recalled. Let's quaff a curing, fix our HP. The game just totally lags out. So we've got an Orc Priest, another Orc Priest. Arbot the Orc Warlord needs a weapon. He can have the Bardish. How do you say the name of that? Ferribizia. Okay, so it's these two priests. Margrim and Ortork both need... I guess we'll just give them an armor to make them a bit more survivable. So they can both have Arlek. Storm Dragon Scales is relatively heavy, so that's good too. Alright, so everyone's kitted out. How many Orc Warlords do we have? I shouldn't hit 5, the game is not coping. It's totally frozen right now. So recall everyone in. We're not quite crashing it, but we are lagging it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. "34 Orc Warlords, 9 Orc Knights." Not a bad effort. And then a bunch of different priests and a couple of plain guys. Not bad. Alright, so we're going to run around with everyone to do Zot 5. We'll go on a rampage. An orc rampage. We'll pillage Zot 5. Alright. Well, we ended up with Orc. So we clear this. We need to get our orcs first, but I'm kind of tempted to see if we can't in fact crash the game. I said I wanted to make so many orcs that we could crash the server, but it's not happening just by virtue of all the orcs existing. But maybe if we could get an enemy, and I'll see what happens if with this many orcs, if I hold the tab button down, if we can crash it. Checkers will be thrilled about this, I'm sure. Okay, alright, here's the experiment. With this many orcs, if I hold the tab button, do we crash the game? I don't know. Well, if I crash my computer as well, I'll see you all later. No, we don't. Probably because I killed him too quickly. We need to make it like simulate a bunch of turns at once. Oh, that's an orb of fire. Okay, I don't want to hold tab down during that. We're just gonna smite him though. We want all our orcs to live. Your connection to magic feels subdued. Your spells are easier to cast but less powerful. Why couldn't we have had this a long time ago? You feel clumsy. Okay. Down to 6 dex, but that's not a big deal. We're just gonna run in. Someone hit a teleport trap. Someone's getting poisoned. Smiting the orbs of fire. So this is where, the bit where, as everyone knows of course, all your orc followers just die in Zot due to the orbs of fire. I'm just gonna O-tab around. There's a dead orc. That's the corpse of Ognian. He's here in the chamber, so he hit that teleport trap and he ended up right in here, which is not really fair. Is that how you spell it? Hang on, I need to find it. We'll have a look. The corpse of Ognian. O-G... Okay, well, I don't know. It's more or less the same. If we can get to 6 pips of piety, we can get him back up. But I don't know, I think that's unlikely. So he died to a teleport trap. It's kind of not really fair. Those guys found a new Zot trap over there. So all the orcs just trap sweeping. We're getting netted. 3 nets in a row. That one guy had 4 nets. That's crazy. Magical cloak. Poison resistance. Okay, we don't care about that. It looks like there's not going to be enough experience in here to make it to 6 pips of piety. Someone else is dead. So, okay, some of our orcs are dying. That's alright. They're dying in the final rampage. The +8 trident. Who had the +8 trident? Well, we can test. Will it be in our notes? Okay. Oh boy, we lost a lot of allies. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, so it looks like that orb of fire just went absolutely nuts on a bunch who got separated. I guess this is why you don't run around with 30 orc warlords. Alright, so how are we gonna give Fs to all those guys? Not like that. Although that is kind of the answer. I feel a bit bad. Okay, we'll just list them off. So we have Fs for Dorog, Orc, Borked. Oh no, not Borked. Orc again. Hawked, Gorm, Ortok, and Spirok. Alright, lots of orcs going to Valhalla here. It's okay. They died doing what they love. Alright, and that's cleared. We're going to do one last sweep around just to check. So Shift X, Control F, that there are no other orbs of fire lurking around. Yeah. I mean, you can bring your warlords in here and not have them die to orbs of fire. Our main issue is that we have 30 something, so they just get separated. Oh boy. Whereas say if you had 10 of them, they'd all be with you and you'd smite any orbs of fire to death. Alright, so we're ready to orb run. Let's eat our rations. We've got a permanent teleport trap right next to us, so we can just pick up the orb and jump on that. We're not really afraid of this orb run because we've already fought heaps of panlords anyway. That's one thing. The other thing is that Beogh makes your orb run really strong. If you ever see something scary, just recall all your orcs to you. Not only will they probably just kill the panlord, but if not, they can distract it while you run away. So we're going to GD0. It's going to take us to the dungeon entrance. Ooh, scroll of enchant weapon. Yeah, a little bit sad that we couldn't manage to crash the game. I don't know, we did well. We made a very sizable army. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I then killed a bunch of them, but the building bit was happy. So here's a Seraph. I'm actually just not bothered by a Seraph. Just fight it. It's scary when you're a 3-rune character. As a 15-rune character, we're not afraid. Taco Demon. No, it's gonna mutate us. Your vision blurs. You feel less energetic. At this point, I don't really care. Oh wait, we could have been. I could have just changed to Lich form and we wouldn't have been mutated. Oh well. Alright, here's our exit. So we want to get all our orcs into the final picture. Well, first of all, we can see there's a holy thing here. It's another seraph. So we want to deal with that first. Come on. We're actually dropping below half HP. Alright, there we go. Let's recall our orcs in. We'll cast regen. This looks like I'm dying, but we're not really dying here. Imagine if we did though, at this point. Some Handlord turns up and then just nails us with a firestorm or something. But yeah, we want to get all our orcs in the final picture. So we're gonna dig some space here. We'll get rid of all these walls so they're all gonna fit. Okay. We'll recall everyone in now. Yeah, we lost quite a few warlords based on this. Does not look like 32 of them. Also, wait, who said that? Arbolt says, family always sticks together, ultraviolent 4. Oh, that is touching. I couldn't agree more, Arbolt. You're all family except for when I kill you. Like being negligent or doing science, showing off passage of Galubriel. Where is I can't even find the exit. I'm gonna need to hit Control X. We can get, if you want to have a look here, you can pause the video. You can have a look at all the gear that our orcs are wearing at this point. I should have done this before, so we've got a whole bunch. It's still a huge list. And then that's all the knights as well. Cool. But so I was hitting Control X so I can find the exit. It's there. Okay. Everyone, get the Rust Demon. I don't want to end. This has been fun. All right. Well, I guess to leave the dungeon, we'll become an undead lich. We'll go back to our undead messiah form, and then I guess that's it. Alright, so that was a lot of fun. I love Beogh so much. All you Beogh falls off after the mid game of a 3-rune game haters, where are you now? Because that is a 15-rune Beogh win. Of course, not as strong as one of the dedicated extended gods like the Shining One or Macleb, but serviceable. Certainly not like something like Fadas or Ured, where completely useless in extended. Beogh is still really strong. The orcs are useful, and I was mostly running around with 1 or 2 trying to train them. If you just had a dedicated force of 3 or 4 orcs, say 4, where you kept training them, because even when they're warlord, their hit dice will still go up. They'll get more HP. Their gear will get upgraded by Beogh, so they'll become stronger and stronger. So if you do that, there'll be even more of a damage boost in extended. But yeah, even without that, just smite is amazing. And yeah, Beogh. I don't mind doing 15-rune games every now and then. It seems a lot better now. This is the first time I've played a 15-rune game since they made it so that when you're in Pan, your rune floors will spawn more quickly and more consistently now. The thing that I hated about Extended the most is when you got unlucky and you had to run around doing 50 Pan floors trying to find that last rune, and you're just waiting purely for RNG to spawn it for you. That bit's gone, so that's much better. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do 15 runes every game. I don't want to do it every second game. But every now and then, maybe if you bug me enough. I shouldn't say that because now everyone's going to bug me. But every now and then, I'll do a 15 rune run. And especially if it's something fun like this where it's Beogh. Man, I should make an alt account and just streak Beogh games. That'd be fun. But yeah, that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Some heartfelt moments in this one. Some negligence on my part, which I feel kind of bad about, but in the end we made a sizable army. We got the orb and we escaped, so we have it for Orckind now. Not Orbkind, Orckind. So yeah. I've got something planned for the next run, which is, I hope, going to be pretty interesting. So hopefully I'll see you all back for that one. See you later.